Have you ever wondered what hides in the shadows when you're alone at night? It's a question that pricks at the edges of your mind, isn't it? It's a thought that makes your heart race, your palms sweat. It's the fear of the unknown, the terror of what might be lurking just beyond your vision in the darkness. We've all felt it. That chill that runs down your spine when you're alone in a dark room, the hairs standing on end at the back of your neck. It's instinctual, primal. It's a fear that's been with us since the dawn of time. A fear of the unseen, the unexplained, the unimaginable. But what if there's more to it? What if the shadows aren't just shadows? What if there's something more sinister? Tonight we peel back the veil of the commonplace, the ordinary, the mundane. Tonight we delve into the world of unexplained phenomena and the horror that lurks within. Imagine, if you will, lying in your bed late at night, hearing whispers from the darkness. You're nestled in the sanctuary of your own room, the veil of nightfall drawn across the outside world. The stillness of the night is broken, punctuated by hushed murmurs that seem to emanate from nowhere and everywhere at once. This isn't the comforting whisper of a loved one or the familiar rustle of the wind outside. No, this is something different, something otherworldly. A symphony of spectral voices, soft yet chilling, that dance around the room like phantoms in the night. They are unintelligible, their words a cryptic language that escapes your comprehension. Yet they strike a chord deep within your soul, a haunting melody that evokes a primal fear. You try to dismiss it as the product of an overactive imagination or the lingering remnants of a dream. Yet the whispers persist, growing louder, more insistent. They fill the room, seeping into the very walls, until the air grows thick with their silent screams. And then there's the feeling, that bone-chilling sensation of being watched. You feel it, don't you? An unseen entity, its gaze relentless and unyielding. It's as if 1,000 eyes are trained on you, their attention focused, their intent unknown. You can't see it, but you can feel it. It's there, lurking in the shadows, its presence as palpable as the air you breathe. You are not alone. The room, once a refuge, a sanctuary, now feels like a trap. The darkness, once comforting, now feels oppressive, suffocating. And yet you remain, paralyzed by a fear as ancient as time itself, a fear of the unknown. And then suddenly, the whispers stop. But the presence, it remains. Days pass, and you start noticing strange happenings around your house. It's as if the very fabric of reality is being toyed with, leaving you with a lingering sense of unease. You begin to observe an odd dance of objects within your home. Your favorite coffee mug, always left on the kitchen counter, mysteriously relocates to the living room table. The old photograph of your grandparents, usually propped up on your bedside table, is found lying flat on the floor, as if it had been knocked over by an unseen hand. You could swear you left the book you were reading on the couch, but it's now inexplicably tucked away on the top shelf of your bookcase. Then comes the peculiar behavior of doors in your house. You find them ajar at odd hours of the day, even though you distinctly remember closing them. The creaking sound of your bedroom door swinging open in the dead of night becomes a hauntingly regular occurrence, jolting you awake from your sleep. The grand piano in the living room, a silent sentinel for years, begins to play a few notes on its own at twilight. The melody is disjointed, eerie, like a ghost trying to communicate through music. It's as if the keys are being pressed by invisible fingers, creating an unsettling symphony that echoes through the empty house. And then there are the lights. They flicker without reason, casting an eerie glow around your home. You change the bulbs, check the wiring, even call an electrician, but the flickering persists. It's as if the house itself is alive, pulsating with an unseen energy. You try to find a rational explanation for these occurrences. Perhaps it's just your mind playing tricks on you, or maybe there's a logical explanation that you're overlooking. But the more you try to make sense of it, the more elusive the truth becomes. The suspense continues to build. Each unexplainable event adds another layer of mystery, another question without an answer. You're left grappling with the unknown, a puzzle that keeps evolving, a riddle that keeps deepening. But how can you explain something that defies logic and reason? One night as you lay wide awake, you finally see it. Out of the corner of your eye, a shadowy form materializes. The darkness of your room seems to coalesce, taking on a shape, a form, a presence. This isn't the result of a tired mind playing tricks on you. No, this is something far more tangible, far more real, and infinitely more terrifying. It stands there, at the foot of your bed, a silhouette against the faint moonlight filtering in through the curtains. A chill runs down your spine as you realize this is the unseen entity, the one you felt but could never see, the one that's been lurking in the shadows just out of your sight, the one you've been fearing all along. You can't make out any features, but you feel its gaze upon you, a cold, penetrating stare that fills you with a sense of dread. It's as if it's been watching, waiting, observing your every move, your every breath. You feel its presence, its oppressive weight in the room. Your heart pounds in your chest as the horrifying truth sinks in. You are not alone. Your fears, your nightmares, they are real. The room suddenly feels smaller, the air heavier. You want to run, to hide, but you're paralyzed, held captive by your own fear. A cold sweat breaks out on your skin. Your breaths come in short, sharp gasps as you confront the reality of your situation. This isn't just a figment of your imagination. This is real. It's here, with you, in your room. Your mind races, thoughts whirling in a vortex of fear and confusion. Why is it here? What does it want? But the answers elude you. All you can do is lay there, frozen in terror as the entity continues to watch you, its form a dark, ominous shadow in the moonlight. But the most terrifying part? It's not that you can see it, it's that it can see you too. You muster up the courage and decide to confront this entity. As the fear gripping your heart turns into a resolve steelier than ever, you stand tall, ready to face the unseen. It has been haunting your existence, playing tricks with your mind and sending chills down your spine. But no more. It's time to confront it, to look it in the eye, to demand answers. You step into the darkness, your heart pounding in your chest. The air is thick, almost tangible, pulsating with an energy that sends shivers down your spine. But you push through, your determination stronger than the icy tendrils of fear trying to claw their way back in. You call out, your voice echoing through the void. You demand to know why it's here, why it's chosen you, why it's been causing you such distress. You wait, your every sense heightened, waiting for a response. And then it speaks. Its voice is soft, almost a whisper, soothing and calm. It tells you a tale as old as time itself. It speaks of a promise made long ago, a promise of protection and guidance. It tells you that it's not here to harm, but to guard. It's not a malevolent spirit as you'd feared. It's a guardian angel. The revelation hits you like a warm, comforting wave, washing away the fear and leaving you awestruck. You'd been living in fear of your own protector. The unseen entity that had caused you so much distress was, in fact, watching over you, keeping you safe from harm. You feel a sense of relief washing over you, replacing the icy tendrils of fear with a warm, comforting glow. You realize that the strange occurrences, the unsettling feelings, they were all signs, messages from your guardian, trying to communicate with you, trying to reassure you of its presence. The realization changes everything. The terror turns into gratitude, the fear into relief. You understand now, the darkness isn't always to be feared. Sometimes it's a cloak, a shield against the real monsters that lurk in the world. And your guardian, your unseen protector, it's been there all along. In the shadows, watching, waiting, protecting. It's not the monster you'd feared. It's the hero you'd been unknowingly praying for. You step out of the darkness, a new understanding in your heart. The world doesn't seem as scary anymore. You know you're not alone. You have a guardian, a protector, watching over you from the shadows. And so the horror that once lurked in the shadows now shines as a beacon of hope and protection. Fear not the darkness, for sometimes it's not the monsters that hide in it but the guardians who protect us from them.